Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to more Call of Duty action. My name is Charlie, Tantrums Branham, and I'm not joined here by Bezo. We got a last-second sub. We've got the man, the legend, Mr. Logan.
Logan Prod!
Hey, I love the energy, love the passion, Prod. This has been a hell of an event so far. This is the first kickoff event in Game Arena in Columbus, Ohio. We've had 52 teams, a $6,000 prize pool. This is the 4th annual cast-off.
Wow.
And we got a good matchup here. We got Torn Esports versus FamilyTies Havok.
Wow, man. This is going to be a fun game. Llama versus Freaky. I'm excited to see this, man. I'm excited. This is best of 5, right?
Yeah, this is a best of 5, yeah.
Oh, we're in for some good games.
And you go ahead and take a look at the bracket here. Shinto is going to actually beat Terry Rozier, so that's going to knock them out of the tournament as well. Outbreak up 1-0 on Pobo in that side of the bracket so far. So whoever wins this series is going to have to play that powerhouse at Shinto that got taken down by Pinnacle.
But loser of this goes home, huh?
Yeah, loser of this goes home indeed. But hey, guess what? Talk about home. FamilyTies is actually staying at Cells' place right now. So this is kind of crazy.
I mean, dude, I don't know who takes this. I really don't. This is like a coin flip. I haven't seen either one of these games or teams play. So I'm excited. I don't know who K. Beasley. I don't know who Freak's team is, to be honest.
This is going to be a good one. I mean, instead of a best of 3, we're going to get best of 5 here. So it's going to be a Colossus hardpoint to kick us off here, a Forge Search and Destroy, a Scar Overload, a Den hardpoint, and a Search and Destroy Colossus. So, we talk about Colossus a little bit on the hardpoint. Some people love it, some people hate that map. Logan, tell me your opinion on that.
Honestly, I don't think it's a terrible map. It's not terrible. It's just a normal hardpoint. The P1s are scrappy per usual. P2s are kind of, whoever's got the back spawns usually gets the time. P3s, it's honestly a scrappy map. I kind of like it. There's a lot of gunfights. It's kind of like, I would probably call it the bow cage of this game. It's just a fight. It's a scrappy fucking map. Everyone's getting 40s and 50s on that map. I like it, but it's not the best map we've ever had. But it's all right. It's not terrible. It's not the worst. Yeah, it's all right.
It's not terrible. You talk about those hills and you talk about that mid map. The mid map presence, I feel like, is the most important thing on the map like that. You go mid map. That's literally the first hard point. P2, of course. If you have an AR up there, it's going to be able to cover the front side, making sure nobody's going to be able to push on through. Getting the trades and everything works out in your favor. You work through bottom mid, you go to P3, and then P4 as well. You have to break right through the front. So I feel like top mid control is just like the most beneficial factor on a map like this. But things could change here. You could have different game types and different game styles. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
I like this break. This is the same break we do. Three statue.
Yeah.
I like this, bro.
I like it too.
Look, now they have complete mid control. Statue is the control you want for P1. If you have statue, you practically have P1. And look, now they have P1 control. Torn Esports, great break off out of them. Royal Season says, what happened? Can you tell a story? Nah, I'll tell on Twitter. I'll say it on Twitter sometime.
We'll have a long tweet for that, but Torn Esports already kicking us off here with 10+ points, 25 seconds already on the P1 hill. And you go ahead and take a look at Diff here.
Where's the nade
down to the P4 side.
From FamilyTies, though? There's no trophies right now. He has his nades. Freak, you're trolling, bro. Throw your nade. Well, never mind. He wins the 1, but it's only 10 seconds left. But on this hill, when I get off spawn, the first thing, throw your nade. So I'm throwing a nade. Someone throw a nade with me. Throw a nade with me. In there. It's no trophies. It's free kills. But
it's a great start from Torn.
Wow, 30 points in P1. That's great out of Torn.
30 points, and they already have the spawns as well. Number 2 trying to get active on the map here and push out the spawns here. Can he win the gunfight? He does with the Tony 2 tap.
I love pistols.
This is going to be another big fight, though. Llama going up against number 2. Going to be able to get the best of them there, so Torn Esports going to be able to secure those rotations as well. It's a great start, already off to a 40-point.
It is. But still, no trophies. Wow, 8-0. Yeah, that's incredible. Fuck it. Get a nuke. Wait, what? None of them have Hellstorm on, though. Hellstorm's really not that good on this map, to be honest. And Hellstorm, this game, isn't even that good because the animation takes so long. But still, these guys aren't even running Hellstorm. But, honestly, there's no trophies. So I'm still calling, let's go front, use our attacks, nade the inner. We chow these guys. I'm looking over your outer. And we chow front. But, Torn just taking this game right now.
Dude, MZ still hasn't died. He's on a fucking spree right now. Wow. So sorry for the language. I apologize. But 11-0. Finally going to get shut down in the meantime. I apologize for the F-bomb there. But, my God, when you go on 11 spree to start the game, and it's an 80-point start, basically, against the FamilyTies Havok, you'll love to see it.
Put the Zod down. Did I not say Royal Beans, bro? I don't know. Y'all chatting, bro. Y'all just chatting, bro. Ego about who got ego? Oh, never mind. Whatever, bro. We locked in on the game, bro. FamilyTies, though, got the rotations for P3. Honestly, P3, I mean, it's not that hard of a hill to hold, for real, if you have a good setup. I mean, I don't know. This map's kind of weird, man. Like, you would think all the hills would be scrappy, but if you get a good roto, man, like, you can really lock down some of these hills.
Now you can really lock down some hills, but FamilyTies have found some time a little bit on here with 20 seconds now on the P3. You got to get control of this bottom mid, though. Torn Esports are starting to get into the hard point again. Should be able to pick up the trades here onto Dyer. Who else but MZ with a 13-3 start? Torn Esports, this is the start you definitely want, Logan. And guess what? We're not even through the first set of rotations yet.
You know what's kind of tweaking me out, bro?
What's that?
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 68. Why is Llama 68? What the hell?
Get used to it, brother. This is the life of a caster. CoD caster never working, but it's all good. We're fighting through the problems here. Torn Esports are still on the time. If you're FamilyTies, Havok, this next rotation, you got to focus on getting that mid-map control. You got to focus on the rotations as well. Right now, this is about to be a 100-point lead. However, you find the time for the meantime. You got to get back in this game.
I mean, this is one of those maps that FamilyTies, like, you're down 100 points right now, but honestly, this map, I wouldn't even sweat it, man. I wouldn't even sweat it. I'd go ahead and go for this P4. Well, I mean, never mind. I mean, they can't even get to the P4. That's kind of... I mean, this is one of the maps you're down 100. It's not that terrible. It's really not that terrible. But, I mean, the way if Torn is playing it, I mean, it looks like they are just about to just...
That's a good shout from chat. So MZ is actually not MZ. This is Cells. So Cells is 19-5 right now.
Right.
He's letting them know, I want y'all out of my house by tonight. And he's absolutely letting them know. 20-5, looking for 21, not going to be able to do so. But in the meantime, FamilyTies finds the rotation. And Koala getting the statue side, like you said. It's so important to be able to have that control. And that is what can win you P1.
I mean, do they have a trophy in P1?
Diff looking Diff on the map right now, looking for 2. Not going to be able to find it. Llama in the meantime, here comes Cells trying to be able to get another kill. Does so onto the boy Freak, and it's a 100-point lead going into P1.
I see no trophies in P1 though.
No trophies up there just yet.
Wait a minute. Dude, I think everybody's running a trophy in this game. What the hell?
Could be, but hey, you know what I like to say, Logan? You can't make a 100-point comeback unless you are down 100 points. Can FamilyTies do it here?
I'm putting that on your gravestone, bro. I'm putting that on your fucking gravestone. Every time I hear you cast, that's... You say that every time.
But guess what? Does it happen? Does it happen most of the time? I would love to see the success rate of that. Could be some potential here. Dyer going for the 2-piece. Not going to be able to find that, though. You know, you look at the slaying differential for Torn and FamilyTies. Torn absolutely getting everything they want. You got 2 players positive. You only got 1 player on the side of FamilyTies that is positive right now.
Nah, I just don't know. FamilyTies. Well, I mean, that's 4 down for Family. I mean, that's a good break.
That's a huge break.
Let's see what MZ or Cells does back here. I mean, he's huge right now. I like the way he's playing this. He gets the pick. Now they turn around. 3 turns around for him. They're waiting for him. He plays his life.
Destroys the trophy.
Where do they spawn? Oh, they're spawning deep. Wait, where does...
Yeah, the pinch is going to come on in. They're going to cut through the front and through the back. Torn Esports going to be able to tear their way onto the hard point unless Dyer has something to say about it right now. Has the M15 in the hand. Nerf, but the man is still buffed on the map. Not going to be able to find it, though, but the time does come in for FamilyTies. 20 seconds left. You're Torn here. You got to think about rotations, but if you're FamilyTies, you have to do the same exact thing. You're down by 80. You brought it back just a little bit. Here we go.
I mean, what, they were down 20 to 1 whatever. So, I mean, they're bringing it back a little bit. I mean, Torn does have the rotation to this, but I mean, honestly, these hills, these hills aren't like, they're not money hills. None of these hills are money hills. I mean, you can get the early roto, yes, you get the early points, but really, I mean, if you group up and have a good break, all these hills are very easily to break. I mean, let's see how FamilyTies decides to break here. They have 2 going front. Well, he gets the trade, and they're contesting.
Yeah, Koala trying to look for some more here. I mean, I like the contest here. You're just stopping the time.
Honestly, bro, I would have liked to... Oh, well, I mean, they got the time. I'd like to see if FamilyTies did a late break here. Like, not a late break, a late pinch, bro.
How do you pronounce that gamer tag?
Who? Which one?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
3?
Okay, it's Dairy.
Yeah, Dairy. Yeah.
Dude, everybody be spelling their names wrong. I be thinking different. I want y'all to know, I had to go to speech school when I was a little kid. Seems like I still need to. But in the meantime, Torn is extending their lead almost back over 100 points. But here comes K. Peasley.
This is a good roto out of Family. Wait, 7 just spawn. Bro, this spawns this game confused the hell out of me, man. But it's because it's still pub spawn. The game hasn't really updated the spawn yet. That's a big win out of Cells right there. And he get... Wait a minute.
Wait. Hold on. Wall bounce. Oh! Hits the Tony 2-tap. Looking for the turn and the burn. However, Eternal's going to be able to watch over him as well. Torn about to be over the 200-point mark here on the second set of rotations on our P4 here. 50 points, and this one couldn't be game.
He's still looking in the back, though. They think someone's spawned in the back. I mean, okay, well, now he knows. I mean, this is probably... well, never mind.
God, Freak.
Wow.
Freak too shy with a triple there. K Beasley going to be able to pick it up as well. They're starting to find some kills, and they're starting to find the hill. But you need to make sure you're rotating to P1. Eternal's going to be able to gun out Derry. But the time's still going to FamilyTies in the meantime, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, Family's going to have to really lock it in. I mean, there's only 10 seconds left on this hill, so they got to get a good P1 roto. P1's not a hill you can hold like a money hill, but... I mean, they don't have a lot of hills. They don't have a lot of time to give up, man. They're down 100 points. Torn only needs 29 points.
Yeah, only 29 points needed. And they're going to go ahead and have... No, so they don't have the rotation. Sorry, chat. I am colorblind, so I might be confused on the colors just a little bit here. But in the meantime, Torn's going to be able to be on the hard point. K Beasley looking for something. Not going to be able to do so. 20 points only needed for the boys here at Torn.
Cell's doing pretty good. He's double pause right now. He's probably got 50 EKIA.
And I don't know if I brought this up, though, but the side of Torn, this is basically Newberry College roster. So the boys here have that chemistry together, and it could be a big reason why they're winning by such a huge margin at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is only, what, the second week of the game? Like, it just, I mean, Kim's a big part of this right now. Second week of the game. I mean, my LAN team, I mean, we played, like, 2 nights together. I mean, we didn't really have a lot of Kim together or nothing, but you got a team like Torn or like Conway's team, they've been playing every day. They just have an advantage like that.
Yeah, you got to contest the time, though. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Torn Esports going to be able to take your map number 1.
What emote was that?
I don't know what the emote was, but he was letting them go through the glass. Ripping ass, basically, is what they were doing in that map number 1. But, hey, we now go to map number 2. If you're FamilyTies here, you got to be able to shake this one off. Kind of treat it like a goldfish here. You just got to forget about it, move on. Sometimes you can get belt to ass on a hard point like that, come back in the search and destroy, smoke them. You need to change the momentum here. Anybody can win a search. Tie this one up potentially, but it's going to be very difficult against a team like Torn.
Any fucking event, bro. If you're down 0-2, any event, you got to... Listen, bro, you come here to win the event, man. What?
Oh,
I mean, bro, you're down. I mean, bro, listen, bro, even if I'm down 0-2 map count, 0-2, let's just say it's control. 0-2 control, I'm telling my team, listen, bro. Listen, this is where it starts right now, bro. This is going to be the greatest comeback. First down celebration, bro. I'll give, man, I don't know. That wasn't a crazy map to get crazy for. 250, 130 on Colossus. That's like, that's not a good map out of the FamilyTies, to be honest. But that's all right. I think the S&D will be a lot closer. I'm excited to see how they play the Forge. The Forge, I'm not going to lie, I don't think that's a good S&D map, man. I do not like the Forge at all. It's kind of like I just don't like it. It's so hard to get mixing on that map. I just don't like that map at all. But we'll see how they play it, man. I think the offense has a really good time. Middle, the defense. Just honestly, I've watched a lot of out on that map, and the defense, they never do anything crazy. It's always one guy window, one guy watching B, one guy plants, one guy watching left. Or if he's not plants, he's your bottom mid. It's the same defense every time. So really, it comes down to who has a better offense on the Forge. So I'm excited to see if there's anything crazy on this map.
Yeah, it's always like a 2-2 split. But, hey, we'll see it up next. But, hey, I'm going to go ahead and send you guys to a short intermission. I want to give Prod a big shout-out. The boy's been in the venue all weekend, frying on the sticks and also frying on the mic. So we're going to send him on out here and get that man from the Outback in here, Mr. Bezo Cast. We'll be back here in just a short moment.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and have a look at me. I've teleported. I've changed into a completely different person. How are we all doing? And Tanner, it's good to be back on with you again. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing absolutely great. You know, I'm glad you get to get in here, Bezo, of course. I love hearing that beautiful Australian accent. You finally get to see some Call of Duty gameplay, of course, Black Ops 7. You missed a banger map 1. I mean, it wasn't too much of a banger, but I'll tell you what, Torn Esports was absolutely on one. Cell started on an 11 streak to start the game. And now we get to go to a Forge S&D. You know, it's not a best-of-3 series in this losers. It's actually going to be a best-of-5. So this one's going to have some potential here. Tell me, you watched that last match. What's your take?
Look, I think Torn just looked strong right across the board. There weren't too many moments at all where you thought they were probably in trouble, and that might set the tone in this best of 5. And look, you said it as well. A best of 5, probably a little bit better in terms of viewership. We like being able to see that third mode, especially being brand new. Overload, I think it plays all right in this game. Probably needs a few tweaks. But before we get to that mode, we're going to be straight in to Search and Destroy on the Forge. And I tell you what, Tanner, this map's a bit of an interesting one. I mean, the layout's a little bit unusual compared to some other maps we have, but I'm sure this is still going to be a bang out nonetheless.
No, for sure, for sure. But on a map like this, you know, you don't really see a lot of forward pushes anywhere. It's just more of a 2-and-2 split. But as soon as I say that, FamilyTies actually going to maybe try to get some info here, maybe work this bomb either side or so. But it looks like potentially a B push coming up soon.
And this B site's so heavily stacked right now as well, and the offense is going to be quite stagnant before they take any step further forward. And it's always going to be really risky with this setup. You can see 1 and 3 just tucking, staying out nice and far. But Tanner, what do you do to break this setup? You know, is utility the key here? Utility's
going to be the key, but Case Beasley with the hit marker in the meantime. You know, you get some hit marker, you try to fear the side of Torn Esports and maybe move up that bomb toward the A side. But as soon as I say that, Koala works on through Bravo, and that B site could be a potential plant.
Hey, another fellow Koala, like all the way from Australia. It's good to see my brethren in this matchup. We'll see if he's able to light up. But here we go. They have full site control. So this is going to be a little bit of a problem here for Torn Esports. They're going to have to try and work this re-break here. And this, they're very, very spread out across the map. That's going to be the problem. Straight into the scope from K. Beasley, if you don't mind. And tucking himself behind the bomb. Very well protected. We'll pick up the final 2 as well. What a great round for FamilyTies, Tanner.
No, that's a huge round. Of course, for composure as well, you know. You have a slow map 1. It's a hot start for Torn in the last map, and you get a 4 up fresh. You get the bomb down as well. 4 up, 4 down. That's a great momentum start for the round for FamilyTies. And you look at Torn, though, they are laughing a little bit. They're, you know, they're giggling a little bit. They're saying, you know, that might have been us, you know, just kind of thinking it out, getting the stats and everything. I mean, sorry, scouting out the plans and everything. So, good round out of FamilyTies, but hey, Torn looking for a bounce back.
Yeah, and I think with that B site, you've got to be a little bit better with holding it as well. It's such a small, compressed area, and as long as you had control over the catwalk, you feel like you can almost just force and funnel them through the front door. So it was interesting to see Torn really draw themselves back from that defensive setup as well. It was just way too easy to take.
Way too easy to take, you know. In the meantime, I was like, hey, they got a hit marker on A. Maybe they're going to try to push up A. No, it's an actual different thing. They move up B, they get the kill, they eliminate the boys, they get the bomb down as soon as possible. Let's see what Torn Esports got going on here. Looks like it's going to be a quick plant on A, Bezo.
Ooh. Oh, I like this. I like the aggression. Just waste no time at all, get the bomb down A, and this one being in the center of the map now creates a little bit more chaos than that B side as well. It's going to be less funneling. You can see the defense now all working their way back here to take a 3 stack through the top. They're able to find 1. Koala goes down. MZ able to find 1 back, though. Just like that, makes it 2. Now you've got a 1 versus 3 situation. You think it's dire straits right now as he drops. And that's a great round.
Yeah, 1v3 situation going to be very hard against the Torn Esports side. So, hey, 2 offensive rounds for both teams so far. It's tied up at 1 apiece. MZ, actually, a.k.a. is going to be Mr. Cells, playing on the Activision account of MZ. So, Cells getting the job done, getting a few couple of kills that round, and leading to a Torn Esports round win.
And you saw a much different strategy in the way that they pushed the bomb, too. They wasted no time, took mid-map control, and that is obviously going to play a key part in a map like the Forge. You know, quite heavily dominant towards the sides when you consider it being a public match. But when it comes to competitive, yeah, if you're able to take the map.
Yeah, they're just going to steal the strat. However, K. Beasley's just going to go right on through mid, and it's a 3 for 1. Cells now with a 1v3. Can he make some magic happen? Takes the bomb carrier out now. 1v2, minute 10 left on the clock.
Wow, little sneaky play to catch one off the bomb here, and they are a little bit scattered as well, so this could play into Cells' hands quite a lot. Here is Dare Ice Coffee, whatever you want to call him, is with Freak 2 Shiesty as well, and they're really trying to scramble to find him, but they have no more information. Best thing about this is Cells has so much time on his belt here. 45 seconds to work with, but hasn't got a lot of information yet.
Hasn't got a lot of info, but should come up very soon. He knows that bomb's probably going to be down on the A side, so we know these players should be together. Just checking it out, checking the back spawn, making sure no flanks come on in. But I like this from FamilyTies. You need to play together as a duo if you're going to be able to win this round. No scams out of the boys here at FamilyTies.
And he's in such a great spot here too. This little turntable is going to play right into his favor. But Again, it also almost works against him. Great shots, though. They almost found themselves in a situation there themselves. Could have won that. Could have got that bomb down very quickly, but that turntable probably the saving grace for him there.
No, you know, potentially there, if he's got an M15, I think that's a whole different round. I think he kills that bomb planter already. You know, just the disadvantage at range with the Havok kind of affects you there in that 1v2. You might have a potential, but hey, the team from FamilyTies, they play it well. They get the job done. They're able to clutch a 1v2, which was almost scary. It could have been a 1v3 for Cells, but now we're back on the offensive end. It's 3 rounds in a row on the offensive side.
Hey, and what's up with the Havok? Weren't these subs supposed to be buffed? What's going on here? That should have been a guaranteed kill, Tanner. I don't know what's going on. This M15 apparently is still so dominant post-patch. So we'll see how that plays into effect here as they're able to find first blood. And once again, they've taken mid-map control with ease. It's just being handed to them on a silver platter. Now they've found the second one as well. So you're not in a great situation here if you're FamilyTies. Your back's against the wall, 2 versus 4. Now 1 versus 4. Just like that, around quick succession, Torn Esports looking real strong through the middle of the map.
I mean, I'm confused. I thought defense wins championships. We're at 4 straight offensive rounds now. And I feel like, honestly, on a map like this, in my personal opinion, would defense honestly be a little bit easier, especially where the bomb sites are at? What the heck's going on here?
You got to think that's that middle bomb should be the one that would be the hardest to take. You know, this map looks like it really suits for, you know, a lot of defense being pressured around mid-map. You can collapse in on B from almost 3 different ways, but that's not really the case here. FamilyTies looking to be a little bit more restricted in their gameplay on both offense and defense, and so far, I mean, it's tied up 2-2, but it hasn't looked good on some of those offenses.
Yeah, and I mean, look at Llama. He's just getting aggressive. Going right through the middle of the map. Might just get some timing here onto Darren, but Darren going to be able to find that win. Gets the number advantage early on the map.
Wow, what a great first pick. And a bomb sort of steering its way through the mid window here. You can see a little bit of hesitation. Eternal's in a great spot. Does get picked up in red, though. What a great kill. Now you've got a 4 versus 2 with mid-map control. You got to think this is a prime situation to get the bomb down, and you probably shouldn't lose it. But when there's 2 scopes in play, anything is possible. He spotted the foot, not quite the angle, and Tanner, 1 versus 4. It was unlucky. It could have been a 3v2.
Yeah. 40 seconds now. Cells looking for the play, but the snap comes on through. The boys from FamilyTies getting it done again on the offense. Now up 3-2. The way these rounds are looking, Bezo, I don't want to jinx it, but we could be seeing a potential round 11 maybe.
There's always a chance, and I love when S&D goes the distance. It feels very rewarding, very deserving when you've got a great competitive matchup between 2 teams. But, oh man, is it such a breath of fresh air to see the scope in comp again.
Man, it's awesome to see it, you know attachments, so, you can't really put anything on there, it's just basic, but man, does it still hit different. My God, 1-shot kill most of the time if you hit the shot. But here we go, Torn back on the offensive side now, and they're trying to work that A side, Bezo.
And once again, nice and aggressive, this time not as much through the middle of the map. Scope in play again, as we mentioned before. Just going to be first blood to diff, but I like this play. Swinging straight over to B. They've got complete access to the site, and well, they're not quite out of harm's way just yet as the play with the long-range weapon has decided to take site, and they're trading 1-for-1 here. Bomb has gone down, 1 versus 3. My man Koala, can he get it done? Unlucky. Couple of shaky shots, and you can hear the players getting very, very loud. They're starting to feel a little bit of momentum, Tanner.
He is pointing the finger and letting them know. Cells with the turn and the burn and the Tony 2-tap onto that boy. 1, 2. Not really 2, but more like a 3-tap on him. A 5 and 3 Cells getting it done. 750 damage as well. Able to tie this one up now at 3 apiece. The prediction's looking good, chat, and I'm not going to lie to you. Round 11 could be approaching us very soon.
It could. It's an interesting play when you see your scope player entering a site so small, so condensed with a sniper in hand. He said, you know what, I'm feeling it. I want to make phase 5 today in this comp. I want to be recognized as a solid sniper. Unfortunately, it didn't work his way, but here we go. Bomb in the hands of K. Beasley.
But look at Torn.
Scoping in the last round.
Look at Torn.
Look how impactful he can be here. And yeah, Torn just taking so much map control.
I mean, they just move up B. I kid you not, they just 3-hit B. That's why I'm sorry. It just shocked me. I was like, oh my God, they are absolutely moving. Now when the 1v3 is going to be K. Beasley.
What's just happened there? I mean, just straight through B. No hesitation. doesn't matter what side they're on, they're just looking to push the pace of this matchup. And I don't think K. Beasley got spotted on the cross there. He's tucked away in this car park area, but I don't know what you could do from here in this 1v3. They are grouped up. They've got everything covered over at A.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pissing down my pants right now. I did not expect that at all. You got to change your strategy up a little bit. You can't keep it regular, or it's just going to be the same old thing. The team's eventually going to be able to figure it out. Torn does something a little bit different there, and they, guess what, win the first defensive round of the game.
Yeah, it feels like that was an eternity coming in round 7 before we finally saw a defensive win. But just like Control, I feel like there's going to be maps that are going to be offensive favored, defensive favored, but this one probably feels like it should be the other way around, Tanner.
Definitely should have. Definitely should have, but hey, Torn Esports 2 rounds away from taking this one and going up 2-0 in the series. Your FamilyTies Havok here. You have got to win this map to stay alive in the series. Going down 2-0 to start off is never good. Reverse sweeps are always possible, but it is also a very hard task to complete.
Yeah, it's not one you want to look down the barrel of as well. Going down 0-2 in the series and then having to pull off such an extraordinary comeback. Not ideal, but you start with first blood there. Beasley's got information there on a second player who's able to stay alive, and well, now he's just walking over the middle of the map here, but 3-2 Shiesty's just taking position against the bomb here, and good shots from Cells, unlucky to not get that kill.
Yeah, Cell's going to be able to find one, though, in the meantime. That's going to be 3-2 Shiesty. Koala with a big trade, though, so it's going to be a 3v2 number advantage for the defensive side here at FamilyTies. And looking like they're going to move this bomb toward that Bravo site now, potentially.
Yeah, and look at this setup as well. They've got a player tucked away in some nice close quarter combat areas. K. Beasley going for a little bit of a spin on the turntable.
Oh, no.
Gonna make things very difficult when you get in a gunfight. Llama taking him out with ease. Dairy, oh my goodness, goes down to a 1v1. It's going to be Koala against Eternals. Times against him right now, and you can see the bomb steering over towards A. It's probably not the side he wants to play in a 1v1, though.
They may get some crazy timing here. Koala not going to be able to push on the bomb just yet, so bomb going to be down now. 45 seconds left on the clock. Eternals going to the back of the map here. Has the Dravik. Both players have the Dravik, so it's going to be a very intense 1v1 coming up very soon. Oh, no. Koala going to be able to take that one, tying it up now at 4 apiece.
That's my boy Koala from down under. Getting it done. Well, he's not actually from down under, but we'll let it go. But, man, that was an important round. You absolutely needed that. You needed to keep your team in it. That's how you're going to get the round done. And so far, tied up 4-4, Tanner. We called it early. We could be going the distance here to round 11. It's looking very, very likely.
Would love to see it. My God, round 11 gives me so much dope. And FamilyTies changing the shift a little bit. Nobody going to be close to any streaks. The only person I would say maybe potentially could be Cells at 9-4. But you got Koala here on the 3 spree. A lot can happen in one round.
I can, and it's really all going to come down to this round. You are 1 round away from set match point. There's going to be the scope from K. Beasley again. Koala still on that streak, though. He's going to be tucked away. Great shot, great trade there. You absolutely needed that if you're Llama. Now he's going to take space over the middle of the map, and as well, Tanner, you have a look at that offense, and they are pinned on one side of the map here.
They are indeed, but nobody's covering the B side right now, so it could be for free. The stun check going to be able to come on in. Should be able to connect onto somebody. Eternal's going to get taken out. Llama looking for the trade. In the meantime, just jumps right up top. Now, Diff in the 1v3.
Oh, man, you maybe a little bit too antsy there to get a kill. You probably didn't need to force that if you were Torn Esports, but they like to take the gamble. We've seen the way they've played. And now Diff in a 1 versus 3. I mean, the timing couldn't have worked out worse for him, but he might get lucky here. He might get lucky. Unfortunately not. It's too tight of a doorway to come through, and just like that, they string 2 rounds on the board, and all of a sudden they're sitting on match point now, Tanner. An opportunity to steal map 2.
I mean, my God, that's a scary sight when you walk into a room and there's bullets flying in all 3 directions. I mean, through your kidney, through your heart, through your skull. I mean, it's an absolutely terrifying scene in there. FamilyTies, though, on game point here. You would love to take this one up and tie the series, but also at the same time, Torn, we need a round 11. We need it bad, and we need it right freaking now.
If anything has shown so far, the offensive side being favoured, well, Torn now on the offense could be sending it to a round 11 here. And I love this play. It's going to be an aggressive 3 straight through to B. No hezzy, no dip. Straight into the side. And they're going to get it for absolutely free here, Tanner, unless K. Beasley pulls off a miracle.
I love it. Llama's going to be able to get the first blood. I mean, you go right on through. You do it on the defensive side, and you do it on the offensive side as well. 4v3 number advantage, 35 seconds on the clock here, and you have the best player on your team up on the map.
And Koala was so far up the other end of the map, he thought he might have gone for the flank, but he's decided to go back with his team now. 4 versus 2. Freak 2 Shiesty from the back door. Koala's pinned on the cat, nothing he can do, and it looks like Tanner. We are going the distance to round 11.
Oh, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to a round 11. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Family Ties, Havok tying the series up at 1 apiece? Or is it going to be Torn Esports taking the 2-0 series lead? Put your predictions down in the chat. Who you think's going to be able to take this one? I got to go with the boys here at Family Ties. Havok, they've looked good in the search so far. I see them clutching up here. They're on the offensive side too, so it's been the favored side in this game so far. So here we go.
Oh, that must suck. You know, most teams really like getting defense in round 11, but maybe not on this style of map. But we'll see how it plays. We saw Torn win a defensive round, so it can be done. But K Beasley wasting no time at all to get this bomb down. I love this play for Family Ties, but just like that, the first pick comes through. The bomb's been dropped. Koala's stuck. That's 2 down.
Oh my gosh. Freak with a big nade though. 2v3. In the meantime, you almost had the plant. You were a millimeter away. Now you have a minute left on the clock and you have to go pick it up as well. Freak trying to play his life, putting some shots down as well. My God, this is going to be the most intense 2v3. 50 seconds left here, Bezo.
And this is on Cells here to stay alive in the back. This is great. That's a great pick. Now all of a sudden, Derry is just stuck. He's got nowhere to go. It's a 1 versus 3. Bombs down. It's such an awkward position to take the gunfight. But they get it done, and they're going to let them know as well, Tanner.
Wow. No. Oh, my God, Bezo. Oh, my gosh.
That's a 2-0 series lead now for Torn Esports, and getting another defense under their belt on the Forge for map 2. What a great map from Cells as well. We saw him perform in map 1, and well, he's putting up numbers here again. 11 and 5, 10 of those non-traded. Have a look at that first blood count as well. You see, I think it was 5 to the total of Family Ties, I think it was. Yeah, so they, just falling sort of in that great range of first bloods, but not capitalizing on it, and it really goes to show just how close this series could be. But now we go into an overload on Scar, Tanner, and I mean, you'd think it's more favored towards Torn Esports here, right?
I'm going to be completely honest with you for sure. The momentum change definitely happens. You get blown out map 1, and then you lose a heartbreaker like that on map number 2 if you're Family Ties. And Scar, in my opinion, one of the best maps in the game, going for one of the, I would say, mixed opinion game modes right now. On a map like Scar, Overload too, the slaying has been so heavy for Torn. On a map like this, I can see them succeed. There's already a bunch of spawn traps on a map like this. If you're on blue side spawning, you spawn them out, right side, you take advantage of that left goal, you can be able to rack up points. I witnessed it earlier. Wonga and them, they were getting points put on them. Different teams, better squads here, of course, but like I said, what I've seen from bot experience so far is if you're on a green side, you're going to be able to succeed.
Yeah, and I actually haven't had the privilege or pleasure of watching any Overload competitive yet at this point, so it's going to be a nice, refreshing sight to see. But as you pointed out, and it's something to highlight as well, this mode definitely is it's a refreshing change from Control, but we've seen a couple of pros speak quite heavily on it online, saying it doesn't feel as competitive right now with some of the settings, some of the things that you actually can do and the way it's structured right now. So it is, again, an interesting third mode to have in, but you got to think right now, if you are Family Ties, well, there's no more error from this point on. You've got to pull off an 0-2 reverse sweep in this position. And as much as I would love to see Den come up in a hard point, this is going to be a tough map to get through. And with the way Torn have been playing, it is so undefeatable to go against them. It's going to be a tough map, but who knows? Hey, I'm behind Family Ties here to send it the distance.
I'm going to have to go with Torn Esports. I think they take this one in 3-0 fashion. This was their map in mode and pick. The last map was actually Family Ties. They didn't win their map pick. I think Torn has gained all the momentum here. I think this one's going to be over. Score prediction-wise, I'm going to go Torn Esports of 3-1 in this one. I'm going to go Torn Esports 3-1.
I feel like it might be 3-2 Family Ties, but we'll see. Anything can happen. Anyone can go off. It could be bad maps, good maps. We'll see how it turns out. It's going to be Koala opening up with a couple of kills here, and Cells is going to be up 3 past Wood, making his way through and try to do some damage. Oh my! Look at that movement dip already, displaying such great technology of the new movement system in this game, and we're seeing a lot of blue in the feed early on.
My God, he hits the wall bounce, absolutely gets a nasty kill. That's going to be Diff, and he is looking absolutely different on the map right now. But Sals is getting it done on a 4 spree turn and a burn, and this one might just go all the way. No, it's not. Just kidding.
It got close, you know, it got within a couple of meters, but here we go. Ball's now going to be in the hands of Llama, and Llama's just going to have to wait and see if Cells can get some map positioning here as they slowly press their way on towards green here, and Koala caught out, stuck in a bad position. They've got the ball drops right in front of the B side here, so you got to be careful. You got to make sure they don't get an opportunity to pick it up. They're scrambling here, and just like that, sliding straight in to the goals here for one score. Torn Esports.
Yeah, Torn Esports getting it done early. 1-0 early lead. 3 minutes to left to play in the round as well. Eternals to a 4-3 start as well. And K Bleezy going to be able to pick up this ball, bomb, whatever the hell you want to call it, and see if they can work it up and tie this one up at 1 apiece.
This is such a hard one to cap as well. You can see the spawn is literally right behind blue. Such a choke point to try and squeeze through. So at this point, you're almost hoping that the ball just resets. I'm not sure if the ball resets in this mode back to the center if you don't pick it up like it does in pubs. But either way, it's not down in a great spot. You've got Thorn coming off spawn, absolutely ripping everyone possible. But you've got Freak 2 Shiesty finding a couple of kills, relieving that pressure on FamilyTies here, seeing if they can work their way up to the spawn, Tanner. But again, you see that close blue spawn, and Llama's going to get another freebie.
Llama going to get another freebie as well. Llama just working it, running down the field right now, trying to make a play happen, trying to put the second goal on the board here, but Derry with a big 2, going to be able to shut that down for the meantime. Eternals with a big trade. It's just going to be laying in the middle of the map here. And you know, one thing I really want to talk about, Bezo, is the EMP in this mode. Like the bomb-like thing you pick up. It goes, I'm pretty sure it goes left, and in middle. It's like always going left. So you now take a look at it where it's going to spawn on the map. It's going to spawn left now.
Yeah, it's such an interesting thing. I'm sure they'll make tweaks to it. Oh my goodness. All right, no worries, Cells. Just pop a random 3, all good. But have a look at the score. It's just piling on right now, Tanner. Absolutely relentless. And there is nothing you can do if your FamilyTies. This is an absolute bloodbath of a situation going down right now.
Green side, blue side, it doesn't matter. Torn is tearing the FamilyTies apart. There are some FamilyTies in it right now, and you might just have some frenemies coming up soon. I mean, my God. 3-0 in the first round. They are absolutely putting belt to ass. There's no other way to put it. The skulls have been ripped off of Freaky. The guns are shooting. It's not looking good.
I'm not sure if it's my end or if it's game end, but this connection looks absolutely atrocious for some of these players to be shooting in right now. So it's a free run to the site, and that's going to be a full points ticked. And I mean, the players are still letting them know. They're saying, you know, shoot your gun straighter. At this point, what have you got to lose? You just got to start taking some risks if your FamilyTies.
I mean, I don't even think it's the players. It's the spectators. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, Bezo. Well, do you want to change your prediction?
What a first half. Nah, I've seen big comebacks before. I'm still with FamilyTies. Someone needs to love him, and I'm going to be the one to do it. My boy Koala will get him over the line. Let's hope.
Oh, hold on.
But it is such a mountain to climb.
But the map is going to end in the meantime. A player is going to DC, so we will get back in the lobby soon. But, you know, to kind of break it down and everything right now, you're up 4-0 right now. You're finding every kills on the map. Llama, Cells. I mean, my God. They weren't missing shots. Double kills, triple kills. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, and look, tactical reset. Sometimes this hurts a lot of teams. We've seen it a lot in Control. We've seen it a lot in Hardpoint and Search and Destroy as well. So maybe Overload could be one of those modes, you know, a little sneaky disconnection, a little server hit, and all of a sudden the team comes back, they start shooting. Break that momentum, you break that rhythm out of the team that's, you know, clearly dominating. And sometimes that can be a little bit of a mental checkout. The Torn, I'm sure it's probably all right, but you never know what will happen. But we saw a lot in that mode just then, in those 4 captures. As you said, the ball spawning around wood is such a problem. You know, when you get that deep spawn behind green, it makes things so much more difficult when you have to push right across. You got to get positioned back behind that B site, and all of a sudden, by the time you do, you give up so much map control. right in the middle of the map, you know, towards the front of green. This map just can become such a chaotic mess if you lose control of map position early.
I mean, it was spawn traps galore. It was 2 pieces. It was 3 pieces. I mean, you would have thought the Dallas Cowboys offensive line was leading the pack, running that dude into the end zone. I mean, it was absolutely insane. The boys are cracked. But hey, you know, Bezo, I said in the hard point, it didn't happen. Could it happen here? You can't make an 0-4 comeback unless you're down 0-4.
This is true. And we've seen some terrific comebacks as well. You think back to the days of Uplink. You think back to when Optic were down, what was it, 11-0?
And
everyone thought, you know, these guys are in the dirt. Yeah, these guys are in the dirt. They're done. Well, hang on a minute. All of a sudden, they come back. They absolute start. Belt to ass, Tanner. Belt to ass for a full half.
Yeah, no.
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah, Team Elevate went on the decline there. So they were once elevated, they went down. And
yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, you have the potential here. You know, there's a lot of tension in this series. Like I said, literally, FamilyTies is staying with Cells at Cells' house. They get beat. Cell's probably gonna be like, I only let people that are in the tournament stay at the house. I mean, that could be a potential thing we have here. But remember, whoever wins this stays in the tournament and makes Championship Sunday. You lose, like I said, you go home. But hey, it's all good. We'll get there eventually. But hey, in the meantime, you know, we're gonna take you guys to a short break. Before we do that, go ahead and take a look at the cast-off. Go ahead and look at the beautiful casters on the screen. You got Deform, Verdict, Razor, Hyperactive, Zep, Mark of Gee, Corpse, Nova, Kamaka, Momo, myself, Tantrums, and Mr. Bezo, of course. You know, go on Twitter, Game Arena. They got the link up there. You can click that. You can vote for us, or you can vote for these beautiful men on the screen. They absolutely did a wonderful job today, but you know what I have to say? I don't mean to have an ego, but they saved the best for last, you know? But anyway, we're going to send you guys to a short break.
That is true.
We'll be back here in a moment. Short break indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back with more Call of Duty action. But before we get into that, we're going to yap to y'all just a little bit, keep you updated with everything. But before I get into that, my name is Tantrums, and I'm joined here by Mr. Bezo Cass. Before we got DC'd, Torn up 3-0 in the overload, absolutely slaying on the map, getting position, and running through the end zone so many times. It was absolutely crazy. Bezo, what's your take, brother?
I mean, they were getting the kills. They were getting all the caps. There was nothing going against Torn at all. I mean, it was just such a strong output. And, you know, it's hard to pick a side and say, you know what, they're in. They've absolutely won. They've got it in the books. I'm still hanging with FamilyTies here. Someone's got to love them. Someone's got to give them some boost of confidence. They're going to come back. They're at least going to score. That's the main thing we want to see. We want to see a couple of scores. Don't go out with nothing. You know, put it all on the line. Make it nice and competitive. But from what Torn have shown us in the first couple of modes, it is an absolute bloodbath in some of these respawns. They're making it look a little bit too easy if you You like to put it that way.
I mean, absolutely so. I mean, the hard point, you had Cell starting on a 11 spree. I thought for a moment we were going to see a 100-point club. FamilyTies started bringing it back a little bit. They started getting back into it. And also, chat for the correction, we thought it was 3-0. It's actually going to be 4-0. So, Torn Esports up 4-0 at the moment. 0-4 comeback's going to be a lot to do there. But, hey, anybody can make it happen. Let's see if FamilyTies can do that as well. But here we go, Bezo. Take us in, brother.
Okay, well, we said FamilyTies have a lot to do from here, and this is one of the full cells of the century if Torn were to lose it from here, but anything is possible, and they're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat and then make some magic work to get it done from here, but we'll see what can be done as we jump on board with Diff, who's going to be on that 5 streak to start early, and so far the kill feed lit up purple with Torn Esports. One of the first couple of kills, but Freak 2 Shiesty playing close to this objective here, just inside of this mid building, is going to be the main ball carrier, you would assume, for the squad here. FamilyTies. Yeah,
I like this position from Kate Beasley. Going to get spotted in the meantime, though, so they're going to be able to wrap this thing back into their spawn, kind of think for a moment, go to P2, see if they can get a pick here and move on through. But you got to meet the gunny of Mr. Number 3, and that's going to be Eternals taking both players out.
Yeah, such a good position. He's going to get that done with ease, but turning his back there, that close blue spawn is going to hurt, so they're going to have another opportunity here to run the ball. You have to play this game mode in waves. You've got to be able to get 2 or 3 down every go before you can advance up the map, and if you try and do it the other way around, well, you play straight into the irons of Eternals, which he's already been able to do a couple of times. If now on an 8 streak, and Eternals absolutely hawking on him with the pistol.
Swoovin', a doovin', a movin', and a shootin' that boy Eternals is doing on the map. They now have that EMP carrier, just kind of working on the P2 side right now, waiting for a wave, but Eternals keeps going off.
Look at this team streak, 15 right now, cannot be stopped. I mean, they've got Eternals now lurking in the spawn, which is absolutely horrendously bad for FamilyTies. They're going to have to worry about him. They've got Diff holding the ball all the way in the back of spawn. They can just play, tag here.
Oh my God.
You've got to try and get 3 players to get this ball, and if they do, well, they get an immediate cap. But have a look at the time, Tanner. Slowly diminishing every second this is held.
Explosions everywhere, and the family just may blow up here soon. I mean, my God, when I say defense wins championships, I quite literally mean it. They are playing some defense right now. Can I get a defense chat in the chat?
God, and they've got everyone up on the map here too. Here we go. FamilyTies slowly pushing in. Trying to play a little bit of catch me if you can here as he runs the ball out and then says, you know what, no, we'll leave it in play.
Oh, he doesn't grab it.
Yeah. Well, he didn't grab it the first go. Now he's got it the second time. Can they get it in for a capture? They can. That's the first one, Tanner. Now can we get a bit of momentum off that? 2.5 minutes.
It starts with 1 indeed. The rally may just happen. You got it on the P3 side now. You got to run that thing up. You got to find some kills, and you got to find the zone. But when you got a heat-seeking missile coming out of the side from that boy Diff, connects with 1, connects with 2, that's going to be 2 dead now. Torn Esports is tearing FamilyTies apart right now.
And they just get pushed back into the spawn again, and you can see Cells lurking on that right side, on that bunker side here as they pick up the EMP here and slowly pushing through middle once again. It's going to be problematic because that EMP is just being held on one side of the map, and there's nothing they can do. They cannot get it out of Llama's hands right now. Even now, he turns his back. It drops in such a bad spot, but 1:50 to get through.
Oh my God. Oh!
I think it's close to being over here.
I mean, good God, he's turning. He's ripping Mother Trucker's top green. I mean, Lord have mercy. I had to almost watch it there. I about said something a little bit brazy, but my God, when you're shooting like that, you're going to make me spit a little bit more. Torn Esports, 1:30 left, and they're going to be moving on potentially.
You're probably thinking this position here, this should not be losable. Freak 2 Shiesty, you've got to get a move on. You just got to take the risk here. Start running the ball because you have that reset timer in the spawn of wherever it goes next, which I think it spawns back to the left. I don't know if we've been able to get that mid spawn, but if not, Torn Esports still have control over it right now.
Oh my God.
They've been able to find the ball carrier now, and Koala in the back spawn gets picked up. So Llama now advance over towards Wood here. Try his luck on Freak 2 Shiesty. 58 seconds, Tanner. That is all that's left, and it looks like Torn will get it done from here.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, you got to make some magic happen. Koala looking to grab this ball, but it doesn't even matter when you got Diff up top Wood right now, just holding it down. breaking them down as well. Looking for the kill onto Derry. Derry going to be able to find one, but it's a 1-for-1 exchange at the moment. Llama running through the middle of the map, but the Danny dime ball from his own teammate takes him out. And that helps FamilyTies a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, they're just going to play nice little defense here over the EMP, over in this bunker field here, and FamilyTies will slowly make their way over, but you've got to put your hat, or you've got to take your hat off here to Torn Esports. They've absolutely cried again in the third map. Maybe not as strong from themselves, but everyone else respectively stepping up for the side of Torn, and full credit to these guys. They have played incredible across the 3 modes here in the final 5 seconds. Tanner, one guy, he's already got up to walk off. It's over. There's no need to play it out. Torn Esports get it done. 3-0 in the series.
I mean, that's absolutely crazy. 3-0, and it's an absolute belt to ass. I mean, you can literally see me in the background standing up. I'm just like, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I'm going to give it to Torn Esports. These boys absolutely came out frying out map 1, having a tough scenario in the search and destroy. You know, winning the FamilyTies pick map, actually, and then coming in here, it was their pick for this map, and they looked absolutely different. If I'm a team in this tournament, I would be scared to play them on Scar Overload. But 3-0 fashion Bezo, I mean, good God almighty.
And it's a little bit of a shame. I would have loved to have seen the series just go on up a hard point and just see how that fares. You know, but Colossus is an interesting map for the modes, and then such a bang out, such a very small, compact, great, fun map to watch. Unfortunately, we don't get the opportunity. But in saying that, Torn now put a strong ticket into play here to be a very, very viable option to win this tournament in this position. They are making the run through losers, so it's going to be difficult. They're going to have to run the gauntlet a little bit more to get that chance and that opportunity. And with that performance there, it's hard to say they're not going to be a very good pick if you were to be picking a team to win this whole thing.
Yeah, no, for real. But hey, guess what, chat? We are actually going to be getting an interview with one of the players from Torn Esports. It's going to be an absolute banger here. Who do we got?
Yeah, Cells here, the big teacher.
Hey, Cells, you were...
Or it was MZ. I was MZ in this one.
Hey, you were MZ indeed, but you were absolutely frying. Tell me, how was the team feeling going into this matchup? Did you know it was going to be a 3-0, or were you guys just a little bit more tense going into that?
No, I mean, those are our boys, so we were looking forward to that matchup because I went to college. Me and Diff went to college with, and Eternals went to college with KB. We've played with Dalton and Koala forever, so we were just excited to play them. It was going to be a fun series. We knew it.
Nah, for sure. Now tell me, how did you guys feel going into that map 1? You start on 11th Street, and then you guys almost get the 100-point club. They start, gaining some momentum a little bit, getting over the 100 points eventually. But tell me, after map 1, did you guys know it was just kind of over from there?
Yeah, I felt pretty good in map 1. Map 1 is a lot of fun. Any map you can use a sub, the whole map is a good map in this game, I believe, because I think that sub's underrated. People would say the AR is great, but I really do think the sub's fun. But yeah, after that map 1, we kind of knew it was over. But they kept it close map 2. They almost had us round 11, but we were able to clutch it up. So
yeah. Now, Bezo, you got any questions for the boy?
Yeah, it was definitely a strong showing in the S&D. We saw a lot of offensive wins, but tell us about the map pool. You guys going into Overload Scar, you start with 4 captures on the first side. What is your strongest sort of map when you're looking at, without giving too much away to the other teams, of course, but what feels like it's a very strong map for you guys?
Truthfully, that Scar Overload was our first time ever spawning in on Scar Overload. We didn't realize it was in the map pool until we just played it. So, I mean, it was a fun map. I mean, that map's pretty fun to play, but that game was crazy. I mean, I don't know what's going on half the time. People were just running, getting touchdowns and stuff. I really don't know.
I mean, my God, first time?
Yeah, that's our first time spawning in on that game mode on that map.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
That's, yeah, okay. Not what I was expecting to see from the way you guys played it, but we know Scar's definitely a bang-out map, but, it's going to be interesting. How do you guys feel moving on, in the next stage of the tournament, the next team you're going to be going up against as well? Do you guys sort of have that that belief and that feeling behind you guys that you can take it the full distance?
Oh, definitely. We know the next team we're playing, too. They're our good buddies, Lucho, Bala, Matt, and Mitch. Mitch, if you're watching this, you still haven't beat me. I'm 5-0 against you, so this is your chance. Ooh. This is his chance, finally. But, no, we're excited to play them. We can definitely make the run. It's a new game. Anything can happen.
That's crazy. Nah, I mean it's kind of similar. Shinto kind of has that chemistry, kind of like you guys have. Just you guys known each other for a minute now. You guys been teaming for a minute, so I could see that one being a good one for sure. If you start out like 11-2 like you did in the opening hardpoint, I mean, my God,
I would like that a lot too, actually.
Like that a lot. Bez, you got any more questions? Got any more comments?
Oh, look, I just want to wish you guys luck for the rest of the gauntlet you've got to run, and I'll be excited to watch the series, going on through the rest of the bracket play. It's going to be an absolute bang out, and there's, 3 series left before the grand finals, so hopefully for your sake and your teammates' sake, you guys make the run and give us an absolute display of Call of Duty. So well done to you guys for the 3-0.
I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Your game MVP, it is Mr. Cells, the legend, the shooter on the map, and the math teacher. Numbers are everything, and they led in the numbers that matter the most, Bezo.
They did, and it was a great effort from them. And of course, as we've said many times now, just put on a clinic in all 3 modes, and maybe not Forge being great S&D map in the entire pool, but from what we were able to see, they take a lot of position over the middle of the map. So they're showing good fundamental with switching up between passive and aggressive gameplay. And we saw it a little bit in some of the respawns, but they're not afraid to just run and gun. And that's a good sign as you go further into the bracket, especially when you're in the loser's end, when every mistake could cost you that elimination straight out. But they're showing absolutely no false confidence whatsoever. They're getting things done. They're executing very well. And as you see there through that lower bracket, we've had a lot of close matchups in some of these best of 5s or best of 3s for that matter. And now Shinto Gaming get that opportunity against Torn Esports in the losers quarterfinals. And Tanner, it's going to be a great matchup. And as you said, a couple of those players very well recognized.
No, for sure. And I mean, the thing about Shinto is they should have beat Pinnacle earlier. I mean, they were up 5-3 in the search and destroy. A little bit of a scam out of the boys there at Shinto, but hey, I just know them boys are pissed off. Quote unquote from I heard from Bala. He looked at me and I said, Lucas, what happened? And he said, I don't care, man. I'm winning this shit. He said, I'm winning this shit bar for bar going through losers. He said, nobody's gunning me tomorrow. I promise you that. So expect a championship Sunday performance of that man Bala on Shinto Gaming Circuit, but also expect it from the MVP of this series, Mr. Cells.
And that guy put in an absolute clinic across the entire thing. The teacher, I mean, the chat love him. We love to see it. A lot of support for them. And, man, I can't wait to see the next lot of matches going on tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely great from top and low end. We've got some great matchups, some great teams still left in the tournament. And, of course, great effort from everyone so far that's competed, all the early eliminations. And, of course, massive shout-out to the other casters, by the way. If you haven't seen, and, of course, we'll flick over and we'll show you what that casting talent looks like. But, I mean, from top to bottom, Tanner, there are some stacked casters on here, and a lot of them deserve a lot more recognition and a lot more praise than some of them probably do have already or want to accept. But so much good talent there.
Nah, man, there's so much good talent. You got the European talent of Zepp and Mark over there. You have Razor, literally my mom's favorite commentator. You have the form that brings the energy always. Verdict. The verdict is that he's nice on the mic. You got Corpse and Nova looking like twins down there. Probably had the chemistry as well with the first cast. I mean, you got Kamaka and Momo coming from different titles, but absolutely exceeding their expectations and doing a wonderful job. And then you got us. I mean, come on now. You got Mr. Tantrums and you got the man Bezo. So, but hey, remember, chat, cast off. This is going to be deciding who's going to be casting tomorrow. So put your vote in there. The forum verdict, Razor, Hyperactive, Zet, Markagi, Corpse, Nova, Kamaka, Momo, me, and Bezo. Of course, whoever wins this gets the cast tomorrow. I'm not biased. Pick whoever you want. But also at the same time, I would love to be back here tomorrow.
Oh, of course, and so would I. But whoever gets the opportunity definitely deserves it. So make sure you guys vote because every vote matters. And it's going to be the difference at the end of it. But what a great series. I wish it lasted a little bit longer. I was getting really into that, really enjoying it. But absolute privilege and pleasure to be back on for another Game Arena tournament. And always great to be working with you, Tanner. I mean, you brought the energy for the longest time now, and you've improved so much. So it's an absolute pleasure from my behalf being able to work with you. And I look forward to possibly being on tomorrow. If you guys love us and you want to get around us, make sure you get the vote in to give us that opportunity. But for now, that'll be it from me. Tanner, anything else you want to add?
Nah, just one thing I want to add. I just want to thank everybody for coming out here. Again, 52 teams, $6,000 prize pool. This is the 4th annual cast-off as well. I want to thank the supporters in the chat, and I also want to thank the prod crew. Just besides the casters, I want to thank Guffy Fish for putting the production on for this, and of course, for getting us all of this gameplay. The observing has been an absolute W this week, and also the admins as well. They have been killing it. They have been getting game codes. They have been keeping everything up to date. We're actually ahead of schedule right now, so everybody's been killing it this week. And shout out to Big Game Arena at in Columbus, Ohio. But that is going to do it, chat. It has been your boy Charlie Tantrums Brandon and that man Bezo. We will see you guys tomorrow. JLY. Deuces, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.